Hey guys, I just wanted to share this new purchase with you. The reason I'm excited about it is because this is, I think, an $800 watch, and I got it in brand new mint condition on eBay for $299. So, the deals are out there. Everyone is very concerned these days, it seems like. If you follow Hoodwinky, you would think that everybody has 20, 30, $40,000 to spend on a watch, and that's simply not the case. So if you're going to be interested in watches but maybe you don't have a high budget, eBay is still, in my opinion, the place to go, because this watch is pretty much bomb proof. It looks great, and it is, like I said, $299. Now, I'm not saying you're going to find this watch for $299, but you're going to find a lot of great deals on a lot of great watches. They just might not be Rolex. They might not be, some of the brands that a website like Hodinkee is going to make you think that you need to have a successful, enjoyable watch collection. So, let's get right down to it as far as this watch goes. I probably should have cleaned it before I started this video. All these guys online are always like, the watch should be dirty and scratched because it tells your story. Well, my story is I ate spaghetti tonight, out of the pan, alone, pretty much in the dark, because my life is meaningless, and I forgot to clean the watch off beforehand, so forgive me. But anyway, the specs on this watch, that's what everybody always wants to know, right? Here we go. Come on, come on. Oh, I'm not good at YouTube. Come on. There we go. You guys are still with me. The case on this watch is 36.27 millimeters, and they're accurate because, as you can see, I'm a serious watch guy. I have calipers. The thickness on this watch, 12.16 millimeters. The lug width, 18.08 millimeters, and the lug to lug is 43.58, which is great because for me, I have very thin wrists, and pretty much anything. I wear big watches. I really don't care. But if I'm being truly honest with myself, they weren't made for me. I'll say that. This watch feels like it was made for me. It's just perfect. It fits perfectly. In fact, my girlfriend was looking for a diver, and she thought that everything looked big and obnoxious. I wear an Aqualand pretty often, a Citizen Aqualand, and that thing is a honking beast. I love it, but it's a big boy. And she didn't want to wear anything like that. And when I saw this, I was like, well, what's the worst that could happen? If she doesn't like it, I'll sell it. But we both fell in love with it. So now I'm wearing it half the time. She wears it half the time. Yeah. One thing about this watch that you guys probably notice is that it is quartz. I only really got into watches during the pandemic, very early in the pandemic. I had just broken up with a girlfriend. I live in a very small apartment here in Los Angeles, and we had lockdown, and so I couldn't do anything, couldn't go anywhere, and it was truly like being Tom Hanks in the movie Castaway, just isolated on this little island. And I just went down a wormhole one night on mechanical watches on YouTube and became obsessed for a while, and that lasted for a few years. But honestly, I just started to get tired of it. I started to get tired of them running out of juice if I didn't wear them. You'd wake up in the morning, you'd have to reset the thing. It's honestly such a pain in the ass. Whereas quartz, like my cheapest Timex tells infinitely better time than my most expensive watch, which is a Cartier. I love the Cartier, don't get me wrong. I fucking love it. But every single day, if I'm in a hurry, you know what I mean? It's kind of a lifestyle. It's a time-consuming thing, whereas these are functional. If this would have been invented first, before a mechanical watch, and then mechanical watches came along, people would be like, what is this crap? No, this is not the way to tell time. This is not efficient whatsoever. Quartz forever. And that's kind of where I'm starting to fall as far as the whole watch thing goes. If I want a functional watch that still looks good, that's going to last extremely long time without servicing, quartz is really the only way to go, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people out there completely disagree with that, and that's fine. But you're getting your money's worth here. And are you getting your money's worth with a Rolex or, even a modern day Seiko? I don't think so, not anymore. let's see here. Oh yeah, on the back of this, it's got all the information. I'm sure you guys know these marathon watches. They don't have superluminova to light up the numerals at night. They've got tritium. And on the back of the watch, let's see if I get it to focus without making all of you sick. It'll tell us here that it has 26 millicuries of radiation. I'm not sure if that's how you would say it. 26 millicuries of radiation. I don't know. What I've been told is that it won't give you cancer, so I try not to think about it too much. It's got a high torque quartz, because those hands are a lot heavier with those tritium tubes on them, so it needs a lot more power to kind of get them spinning around accurately. It has an anti-shock system in here, which is not something that you find in standard quartzes. Apparently I can drop this out of my bedroom window and hit it on the concrete and it should still be ticking, no problem. Although honestly, I think my $10 Timexes can do that as well, so I don't really know if that's much to brag about. I will say this about this particular quartz though. It's a Swiss quartz movement, you know, very fancy. It says Swiss made there. Ooh, Swiss made. But it's the least accurate quartz watch I have, and I have probably about 15 quartz watches. Timexes, Casios, the cheapest of the cheap. My Casio F91W is more accurate than this watch. The last time I set this was daylight savings time. I think that was March 10th of this year. And it's less than 2 months since then. It's already 30 seconds off. And that's just kind of crazy to me. When my Timexes are 10 seconds off, 15 seconds off. It's well within spec, but again, this is the fancy one. This is the good one. This should be the one that's really, you know, killing the competition, and it's not. So, you know, I don't know. Is this worth $800 if you were to buy it brand new? I don't think so, but I still feel like I got a pretty decent watch for, you know, less than $300. With tax, over $300, but I still like to think it was just $299. Some guys are going to wonder about the strap. This is a Barton canvas strap. It's not the most comfortable strap in the world, but I do think it looks pretty good. I think it just seems to suit this watch really well. It came with this, what Marathon calls its rubber strap kit. Very fancy, very, and it better be fancy, because if you buy this strap kit new, what are they calling this here? Maybe, let's see. I don't know. Whatever. They're calling it something. I think it's rubber strap kit. And it's nice. I'm not a huge rubber strap guy. But if you were to buy this new, it's like $200. I don't know how they can justify that. I really don't. It's got a few pieces in it. Ooh, a few pieces. Rubber, though. I mean, come on, it's rubber. $200. If anybody lives in the LA area and they're watching this and they want to buy this strap, I'll give you a hell of a deal on it, because I'm never going to wear this. I wouldn't feel comfortable with a $200 strap on my wrist. It's kind of insane. But to each their own, you know. Like, as we all know, the watch hobby is not a cheap one. So, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Back to the watch. Like I said, I never planned these videos. I don't know what to say. What else is there to say? If you guys want to do any more research on that, you can do it. But I thought I'd give you some close-ups. I really had a hard time finding any videos of this particular watch on YouTube, the 36mm version. At least ones that showed it up close. So hopefully this gives you a better idea. And I will say, because I am neck deep in this hobby, I couldn't stop there. I liked it so much that I had to get this as well, which is the Marathon Navigator. And we'll do a video on that some other time. But until then, guys, take it easy. Enjoy your lives. Don't waste too much money on watches. And see you next time.